I have juxtaposed some woven African textiles on the left of the screen and some African American quilts on the right. I see a definite relationship with the woven textiles and the quilts. The quilts seem to be influenced in their construction technique to the construction of the woven pieces. African American quilts are commonly made with long strips, and you see this construction used continuously. For example, long strips of dark and light squares might be put together in a traditionally made quilt to form a patterned checkerboard. American quilt, this construction may turn out with clearly no attempt to create a checkerboard effect. Some strip quilts will show classic strip construction with each strip undergoing complete variation, which gives a wonderful variety across traditional the quilt maker. It has been thought that anything you might not expect was a mistake. For the traditional quilt makers, some of these quilts would appear to be trying to make a particular pattern, but the maker just can't seem to manage. They might be surprised to find out that making a precise pattern was not the intention in the first place. These textiles would put an end to that theory. The irregularity is the intention. Most likely, the makers of these quilts learned their art form from their mothers, aunts, grandmothers, and other family members. Some other construction techniques of African American quilts are pattern improvisation. Familiar quilt patterns may be reinvented and may change across the quilt surface. Another is bright and bold contrasting colors. In many African cultures, bright and bold colors are valued as prestigious features. Combined multiple patterning is another aspect that may change throughout the quilt in ways the observer would not expect, like a break in the pattern, dissonant juxtapositions of prints or motifs providing a lot of movement and visual motion to push and pull the eye in different directions. Asymmetry, symbolic forms and irregular, random-looking borders. And my favorite, absolute creativity with no molds or prescribed systems, and an emphasis on the unique. The choice of materials used in these quilts is usually not having emphasis on finery, but more on the colors or prints playing off each other. The importance on the fabric content is inconsequential. You will see all types of mixes of fabric used in these quilts, from wools, corduroys, velvets, to polyesters. This quilt and this African woven textile has it's almost as if the same mind is at work here. The sensibilities between this African textile and this quilt are so similar. Here is a good example of pattern improvisation and multiple patterning throughout the quilt and the textile. The quilting is commonly done in a clamshell pattern or a group of horizontal and then vertical lines. Not to say that these are the only ways, just more commonly found ways. A lot of these quilts were pieced by one person and then quilted at quilting get-togethers, so many hands could have sewn one quilt. Here I had some fun juxtaposing quilts next to abstract expressionism. Here are some examples of quilts and paintings that I felt had similar qualities in common.